It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins.
Boy.
Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They're going to throw for it on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. First down, here's Dak. That's incomplete left side.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays with some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I take one. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. There we go. Kill. There we go. Going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. 47. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Here we go. 47.
Dak now from the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. George Pickens, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because do it anytime. When this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. It's a chance on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. I'll throw it. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got a man, and Horn has it. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins gonna do a lone point on the scoreboard. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Go ahead, in. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott here from the gun. Ooh, he misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, 47.
Throwing again is Dak. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Kill. 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill.
Throwing again, Prescott. That's caught for the first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock.
eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Prescott now on third down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
54, wide in. So we're going to 53.
From the gun is Prescott. This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Wide in.
Again, it's blue. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with H-N. Gonna take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. So, well, they're in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it on 2nd and short. And stick with H-N. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. He finds Brown right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. To throw, Prescott. Finds his man over the middle. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Second down now, 7 to go.
47.
Now here's Prescott. Complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
At the 36-yard line.
There we go, Kim. There we go.
Dak to the air here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Yeah, we're going to 54. Wide in. Wide in. Hey, kill.
Now Dak to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Picked off by Jason Marshall. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing from the gun here. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
19, Tiger.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing it on second down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here we go, shot.
Edwards on the shotgun handoff. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? We're going to 54. Lion. 20.
First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yeah! Here we go. Lion. So we're going to 53. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Yeah! Here we go. Here we go. Lion. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Running right side. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Here we go. 26.
They'll start the drive with Blue. He's out in the clear. Ooh, he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Yeah! Lion. Go. 26.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Working on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's go now.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 8 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his back. Achane. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Completed to his running back. And the Cowboys scoop it up. So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line. Here we go, 46, 46, 47. 26.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And the Dolphins pick it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Kill.
From the gun is Prescott. Hauled in left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, 26.
Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down.
Hey, 47. 26.
Throwing again. Prescott. This is caught by Blue. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Final throw before the break. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 4.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot, and believe it, your guy can get there.
55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. This makes it up to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go.
Blue running to the right. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Kill.
Prescott here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they mark him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Wide eight. Split it.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Blue gets the hands on. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. He's sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. A third down run with Blue. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Reed Blankenship making a stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard
Bro,
line.
he is catching some
Nice to see that
bullshit, bro.
chemistry working between the two of them.
Nigga, what?
Breaking the huddle. Here's first
Come
and
on,
goal.
like, look at that shit, bro. That's the second one he caught. I mean, I fumbled on the goal line, though.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to
That's,
regroup now on second.
yeah, that's a pick, bro.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on.
Madden, no, this
They're
one.
stopped to what's going to be a
Hold
nice
on.
film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is,
Stop the run.
they've been doing it.
From the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out at halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right great read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. And out to Gordon. Trucks a defender. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's go. 19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw here on 1st down. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there.
Shit, I'm in a slump right now, man. Gotta get out of it.
You're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. Connecting on a slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. Do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
I ain't got no trade on this one. Well, he a superstar, but it's hitting, though.
And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. Cowboys just
93.
Here comes 1st and 10. Got the drive here with Gibson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, we're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 47. Wide in. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Gibson here from the gun. And he's going to pay off this 1st down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
New set of downs from 37.
Yeah, here we go, 47. Wide in. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of commitment.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Dak to the air here. Finds deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe the Cowboys were the first to the football. They were, so they're going to keep possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. They were going to 53.
Here he goes, third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So we're through 3 here. The Cowboys control possession and the scoreboard as they try to finish out this win. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Yeah, 26.
Up the middle, Blue. And he found some running room for a nice gain. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's second and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. You gotta be honest, a first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Prescott to sneak it. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
Yeah, here we go. I take line. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 26.
Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
My quarterback, I ain't gonna find. He ain't throwing it that far almost. It's a rookie. It's gonna be a 50-50 game with this quarterback. All my games this year.
From the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it, adding all the extra yardage.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Running for it is Etienne. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. So from the 3, here's second and goal. He's going to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal. He's going to throw this one. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making the scoreboard look a touch better. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I got to say, you look like you made quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
Hey, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field.
You know what I mean, Moogie? Majority of the game is grabbing. That's how I don't get mad at these losses, bro. Rookie quarterbacks is 50-50.
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Into the hands of Pickens.
Ain't no way, bro.
40-yard line.
It's like the third or fourth pass.
But I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Wow.
First down, it's Gibson.
Give me that.
Football. And the Dolphins got it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for
The Ravens I'm using right now.
He puts some juice on it.
Ooh, good for it.
Real mistake, that's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I've heard a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. The give inside to Gibson. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Running it again with Gibson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. It's out on the bootleg. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Dolphins are
They're just gonna keep trying me with my user. I hear you. I know we playing bad right now.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be second down. dropping back to throw. An all-around
Line
play
one.
for him.
Shit.
On the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third
Yeah,
down.
it was going for the gusto.
Air it out on third. On the move, hit it right. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Them niggas is fast, man. Them niggas is like 98. He got like 298 speed corners,
They seem
195.
to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking
He
it.
got a good team. I think he rated like a
They
90.
exhaust all options, it appears.
He
The
definitely
offense
got a good
lining
team.
up to go for this. Desperation time here. Going deep here for the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
I got to play him MSO too. No, not yet. The last game being played right now.
They're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of his own lane. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Dolphins 26.
Hmm?
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. On first down, they'll start with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-up, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Again, up the middle to Gibson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. He completes it in traffic. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go, 26.
They'll run here. Gibson. He'll have the first down and even more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
The 43-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Cowboys looking at a 3-0 start to the season. First and 10 from the 43.
Yeah, here we go, 26.
Again, it's Gibson. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Here's Gibson on second down. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Throwing now on third and 2. It's completed right side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the fourth. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Throwing now on first down. Looking slant route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Looking quickly here.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Pass play on first and 10. Sends this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10. Throwing from the gun. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions. interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in the next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say